Lemokey or Lemokey, I'm going to call them Lemokey, reached out to me again, this time to review an L1 keyboard. These guys are actually technically Keychron, so if you know Keychron, which you should, because they're one of the best keyboard makers on the market and very respected. Rather than just making gaming keyboards and putting them under the Keychron brand, which can get cluttered, they decided to make it under this Lemokey. And I did a full review of a bunch of them, and they were very nice, to be honest. This one is presenting itself to be extremely premium and cool. So you can see there 75% layout. It's got some nice little dials and things on it. It's heavy, so it's probably a nice premium build. It does have access to QMK and VIA software, so if you want to mess around with that, you can. I don't do much of that, but you can. Double gasket design. You get access to multiple connect-in options, 2.4 gigahertz, Bluetooth, of course. Okay, let's get it up. Let's get it opened up, and we will commence the review. Lemokey L1 mechanical keyboard. Wired, you get access to USB-C or USB-A. Fantastic. Raising up pads, some screws, little Allen key. These little things go a long way, and it's nice to branch out. Oh, that's a really interesting looking keyboard. It's so industrious, but also clean at the same time. This thing's pretty heavy. 1,933 grams. It's over 2 pounds, over 4 pounds. Probably 4.1, 4.2 pounds, something like that. Which makes sense because this is a big giant chunk of metal. This is not plastic, right? This is metal. Is this plastic? That's also a metal, a big, huge chunk of aluminum. All this is metal, right? Metal, metal, metal. Bottom is metal. This is a lot of freaking metal on a keyboard. You could kill somebody with this, but you shouldn't. You should use it as a keyboard. You get an Allen key, right, to take those off. Replacement feet, because if they get gross or get lost, right, you can replace them. The little things matter. Because imagine losing that, how upset you will be. USB-C for charging, right? Plug it in, of course, too. Left side is just cool looking. Kind of reminds me of something you'd see in, if you guys seen the original Total Recall. I don't know why, it just reminded me of that. Something about it reminds me of the original Total Recall. You can make the thing more customized to your liking. Okay. Enter Entrée. If you don't like the teal, you can go for gray. Make it real sleek. It's a nice little contrast though, but if you don't like that, you can certainly go for that, or you can accent it even more. Right, nice printing on that. Very premium keycap feel. Feels nice. Lots of different extras in here. Took the whole key switch out. That's fine. We can look at both. So that's that kind of cool X-Men thing there. Industrious. Here's the key switch. Right, linear. Makes sense. It's for gaming. It's actually a lot of resistance on that. Tactile force is good. I don't like a light key. Yeah, that's real nice. That's real nice, to be honest. Key switch it's got a decent amount of tactile. Takes a decent amount of force to actuate that switch, which is nice, especially on a heavier keyboard. Like physically, the keyboard is heavier, right? So you don't want some really, really super light switch. That would be kind of dumb, realistically, in my opinion. You want to have something that's got some heft to it. Feels really nice. The actual bottoming out sound is obviously very nice because it's got the gasket in it. It's also metal, like the chassis itself is metal, and the key cap itself is very premium, so the sound is very nice. And the response back is very nice. The snap back is very nice. And just the general acoustics and typing feels very good. This is a really extremely nice keyboard for typing. I like it a lot, like a lot. Yeah, so there's not much to test there. I'd say the typing experience is a 10 out of 10. Easy type out of 10 out of 10. That's nice. So these, you have your switches here. So we're on Bluetooth. You can go down to wired right? If you just want to plug it in, that's your gigahertz there, 2.4 gigahertz, which I didn't see the 2.4 gigahertz thing. Oh, I just didn't see it in the box. There it is there. So you can do 2.4 gigahertz, which is what I prefer in most cases, although I would be also using this on my MacBook, oh, my iMac there, and I would also be using this on my desktop there, which actually doesn't have very many ports. So for me, I'd actually be more likely to move into Bluetooth, which is interesting. Like that. So right now, you know, if I go like this, see that? Oh, so many buttons that opened up Microsoft Store, right? And then you can go function N. See how it's doing like a lot more keys, like all of them, right? Function N, right? So it doesn't do as many. So if you're like mashing buttons, I guess in games, I guess it depends what you're doing. You know, some people may want N key roller, some people may not. If you're, I don't know, I actually leave it off. I actually like having more keys going at one time, because maybe I'm playing some games and I have a bunch of keys I'm rocking at one time. So that's cool. I mean, again, it is Mac capable, so you can go function, switch between these to go Mac. I do have a Mac, it's right there. So I will potentially be switching between them on the fly, so I'll have to memorize where that goes. Very nice. Backlight brightness is function W and S, so let's actually kill a little bit of lighting here. You know, some of these like premium keyboards actually look weird with RGB. This one doesn't. It actually looks kind of cool. So like a little rotation thing, rotation the other way. You know, I don't, that's actually, that was nice there. This is one of those typing ones. I liked that one. Where did that go? These are like different typing. There's a lot of freaking things. Static, we'll just go static for now. Okay, I do want to try this VIA software. Probably have to plug it in like physically. Okay, key tester. Yep, it's working. So you can do, I guess you can do VIA stuff, right? Yeah, and then you have these buttons here. I mean, you can do what you want with them. They call them M keys. They're just like additional kind of macros. Why is that not zooming in? Macros. So anyways, that's that. I mean, that's the Lemokey L1. It's a 10 out of 10. So again, this is a Keychron brand. So it's not some random off brand that you've never heard of. I mean, you may not have heard of this, the name, but it is Keychron. Like that's the company. It's their sub brand, meaning that you have the backing of Keychron, which is a good thing, right? Keychron is fantastic. They make some of the best keyboards on the market, hands down, and they are universally recognized as being fantastic. So, I mean, having that name behind you on a laptop, like on a keyboard like this, I mean, you know you're buying something that's of supreme quality. You're going to get good support, all the benefits of that. So, really a 10 out of 10 keyboard. It's very aesthetic, like visually very aesthetic, and it feels exceptionally premium for gaming and exceptionally premium for typing. And the weight to it is really nice. It's not going to slide around when you're playing games. You know, if you're really into your games, right, FPS shooter type stuff, or you know, RTS type games, you're not going to have this thing sliding around the desk. It's heavy and it feels structured and sound. So that's a really nice keyboard there. 10 out of 10. This, I mean, I've tested some other Lemokey stuff. This one is one of the nicest keyboards that I have used, period. So really outstanding here.